Welcome once again to Awesome English. We're talking again today about in, on, and at, but this time we're going to talk about transportation. Now the nice thing right before we even get started is we don't need at. One fewer thing to worry about. We're going to talk about things where they're in and things where they're on. Now again, it can be a little confusing. Why are some of them in and why are some of them on? We just started talking about 3 dimensions. Well, a plane is 3 dimensions. Why are we going to use on? And again, we're going to apply a simple guideline that hopefully will make things a little more clear for everyone. Now to start, we have in the car, in the taxi, in the truck, in the van, in the helicopter, things like this. We're going to have on the plane, on the train, on the ship, on the boat, and on the bus. And I'm going to put a little asterisk next to boat. We also have on the horse, on the bicycle, on the motorcycle, and on the skateboard. Now the easy way to try to think about all these things is, can you move around inside them? Well, right away we can get rid of horse and bicycle and motorcycle and skateboard, because of these are things you either stand or sit on. You sit on the horse, you sit on the bicycle, you sit on the motorcycle, and you stand on the skateboard. And the same would be true for skis. There's lots of things that you are on top of. And that's why we're going to use on in those cases. For the rest of these, we do go inside them. Now in this case, we're going to use in for things that we're inside of, but we can't move around very much. If we're in the car, we're in our seat. Yes, we could maybe jump into the back seat, but it would be very unusual and very uncommon. We have a seat to sit in and we usually stay there. The same for the taxi. You might move around or shift around a bit in the back seat, but you have your place to sit. Truck, I assume that you're riding in the front of the truck, and again, you have your place. The van is bigger, but it's still, again, seats. Helicopter, very small, not a lot of room to move around, so you are probably going to be in the helicopter. Now we have on, we have plane, train, ship, boat, and bus. Plane, certainly. Flights are long. It took me 24 hours to get to Malaysia from home. A lot of moving around, going to the bathroom, walking around to keep my legs moving. So we're going to be on the plane. Train, same thing. Some trains have sleeper cars, dining cars. You move around in the train. Ship, especially if you're on a cruise ship, you might go swimming, you might do exercising. There's a lot of things you can do on a ship, depending, again, on how big it is. Now, a boat and a ship can be the same or they could be different. It's going to depend on the size of what we're talking about. And again, most buses are big enough that you can move around a bit, you can get up, walk up and down the aisle. Many buses have bathrooms, especially if it's going for a long way. So we're going to be on the bus. And the exception that I didn't write up here is an ambulance. Now I have a friend who's an EMT driver in the United States. He works in an ambulance and his job is to move around the patient, take care of them, monitor vital signs, stop bleeding, all of those disgusting things that ambulance drivers sometimes have to do. That's part of his job. He does move around a lot, but we're still going to say in the ambulance. So even though this is a vehicle built for someone to move around, we're going to stay with in. And again, there's always exceptions in English. And now we have our little example here to see if we understand. We have 3 people. We have our poor unfortunate swimmer. We have one man who's in a boat. And we have another man who's in a different boat. And we have the shark chasing the swimming man. We want to think, is it get back in the boat? Or is it going to be get back on the boat? Which one are we going to choose? Well, again, if we apply our rule, he's going to yell, get back! Which one? On the boat. Get back on the boat! Hurry up! Why? Because he's on a boat that you can move around in. And then the next one, he's going to yell, get back in the boat! Why? Because he's in a much smaller boat. He has a seat. He's not walking around. He's not moving around. Again, maybe this this only has one seat for him to sit down on, he might have to move around because of the sail, but still, because of the size of the boat, we're going to probably go with in. But again, the rules in English are not always 100%. There's going to be some choices. So I hope when we think about in and on for transportation in this way, it'll be a little bit clearer. Can you move around inside that vehicle? That will tell us if we're in something or on it. Once again, thanks for coming, and I hope this helps.